Please tell me that was just a dream. Yamaguchi mumbles, rubbing his sleepy eyes. He glances over to the corner the Cupid had slept the night before, finding it empty. His face saddened for a moment. Who am I kidding? Good riddance. Yamaguchi scoffed it and got out of bed, head to the bathroom to get ready. When he left the bathroom, his nose was filled with a blissful aroma. What is that? Usually mama leaves early and mom doesn't have a clue how to cook. He let his nose lead the way, following the scent's trail to the kitchen. What the fuck? Yamaguchi stood frozen in shock in the doorway. Oh, glad to see you finally woke up. Yuuji was standing at the stove, wearing one of Yamaguchi's mama's aprons, cooking something that Yamaguchi couldn't help but salivate over. You can't be here. Yamaguchi tried to shove Yuuji out of the kitchen, worrying that his mom would come down and see the strange man. Oh, if you're worried about your mom seeing me, they can't. Yuuji didn't budge, despite Yamaguchi's efforts. Yamaguchi backed away. What do you mean? You're right there. Well, the only people that can see me are my clients. So you're the only one that can see me. So you mean my mothers can't see you? Well, at least not right now. What do you mean? Can't you just speak clearly? Goddamn, enough with the suspense. Geez. Chill out, I'll explain. I can control whether or not people see me, so for now you're the only person who can see me. But I can turn myself to my more human form and then people can see me. But the only people who can see me in my current, angel form are clients, so you. Although there is an exception every now and then, but it's very rare. Oh, okay, I guess. Enough about boring things like that. Why don't you try the breakfast I made just for you? Yuuji said with a smile and a wink. Heat soared across Yamaguchi's lightly dusted cheeks. He had half the nerve to punch Yuuji but held himself back in favor of tasting the food that smelled so delicious. Whatever. Yamaguchi took a seat at the table as Yuuji waltzed around the kitchen, grabbing plates and silverware, preparing to serve his food, all while humming happily. Yamaguchi couldn't pry his eyes off of him. He just looked so carefree, happy, joyful, beautiful. Yamaguchi slapped his cheeks, scolding himself for his thoughts. What the hell am I thinking? He thought. Are you okay? Why'd you slap yourself? Yuuji looked in Yamaguchi's direction. No reason. So you just slap yourself for no reason? Yuuji chuckled. His smile was bright. Sometimes. Yamaguchi had to focus himself on not allowing a smile of his own to peek through his lips. He didn't want this Yuuji person prying into his life, so he had to make sure not to get attached. So strange. Yuuji giggled as he set the plates of food on the table. Yamaguchi's eyes went wide at the food. Wait, are these pancakes? He was taken over by excitement as the scent wafted into his nose. Yeah, they are. Yuuji smiled again. Seeing Yamaguchi so excited was a fun sight. I haven't had pancakes since I was a kid. My mom only ever cooks more traditional Japanese food. These smell so good. I'm glad you like them. Yuuji let his head rest on his hand, tilting to the side slightly and admiring Yamaguchi. Now eat or you're going to be late. For hot. Yamaguchi said, mouth full of pancake. School, dumbass. Wait, I have school. I could have swore it was Saturday. It's Thursday? Wait. What? Yamaguchi dug his phone out of his pocket and sure enough it was Thursday. Shit. Yamaguchi piled the remaining food as his mouth before running up the stairs, nearly tripping on the carpet. And he leaves me to clean. Bullet. 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 Fuck, fuck, fuck. I'm so late. Yama ran down the stairs, quickly pulling on his shoes at the door before grabbing the handle. Whoa, whoa, wait, oh, not so fast. Yuuji grabbed his hand before he could open the door. What? You weren't going to leave without me, were you? What do you mean? I'm going to school. MMHMM. And you're taking me with you. Yuuji smiled at the slightly taller male, as his frustration grew. Huh. No, you're not. You're staying here. To do what? I don't think so. I'm not sitting home all day like a housewife. Then go somewhere else. I'm not taking you to school. Bullet. Bullet. In the end, Yuuji went to school with Yamaguchi. Haha, this is so fun. No, it's not. Yamaguchi rolled his eyes, watching the other skipping around on his way to school. On any normal day Yamaguchi would meet Tsukkiyama at the corner between their houses and they would walk together. Even if Yamaguchi hadn't been late today, they wouldn't have walked together. Tsuki had someone new to walk with to school, someone more special than Yamaguchi, and that hurt most of all. Yamaguchi had always been the closest to Tsuki and he figured it would always stay that way, and that was his grave mistake. Yamaguchi couldn't help but think of how lonely the days would be from now on without his best friend. At least I have Suga and Hinata, and Tendo and Oikawa now, he thought, but his mind still plagued with loneliness. And for that reason, he was almost grateful that Yuuji had come along. Bullet, 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 bullet. Hey Yama Yama. Hinata bounced happily towards Yamaguchi as he walked the halls to his classroom. Hi Hinata. Are you okay Yama Yama? Yeah, I guess. Yamaguchi couldn't help but be anxious knowing that Yuuji was right behind him. Oh, I wanted to ask you. How's that? Huh? What do you mean? Yamaguchi was confused. Yuuji couldn't be seen by anyone other than him, so Hinata couldn't be talking about him, right? The guy standing right behind you. Silly Yama. Wait, you can see me? Yuuji stepped out from behind Yamaguchi, shocked at how the ginger could actually see him. Yet, why wouldn't I be able to see you? Well, I guess that's a good point. Are you new? Well, sort of. What's your name? Yuuji. Nice to meet you. Hinata. Nice to meet you. Ring. Oh, that's the bell. I better get to my class. See you at lunch Yama. What just happened? The two stood in shock. I have no idea. I thought you said other people can't see you. They can't. No one else should be able to see me. Then how can Hinata see you? I mean, there are supposedly people who can see Cupids, but they're extremely rare and I've never encountered one, so I guess I just assumed I never would. So you're telling me, Hinata is one of those rare people? I mean, it's the only logical explanation. You do realize this makes my life significantly more difficult, correct? I mean, it's not that bad. What do you mean not that bad? How do I explain a strange guy that other people can't see who claims he's some magical creature that can make my crush like me back? And how do I explain anything to anyone? Yamaguchi. What are you doing out here? Who are you talking to? Oh, no one. Okay, well, class has started, so get in here or go to the nurse's office and lay down if you aren't feeling well. Okay, thank you sir. Sensei shut the door and Yamaguchi slid down the wall, letting himself fall to the ground as he buried his face in his hands. Don't you see, I look like a crazy person? Tears started to form in the corners of Yamaguchi's eyes, all of the anger and sadness and frustration from the past day leaking out. I can't do it. The tears began to stream down his cheeks, his hands desperately trying to wipe them away, but unable to keep up. Hey. Yuuji slid down the wall, sitting beside Yamaguchi, looking forward as he spoke. Listen, I know it's hard, it always is. I always come when people are in their worst states, when their hearts are shattered. And I know I'm not the easiest to handle, but even spending just a short amount of time with you, seeing you cry like this, is almost unbearable. So, cheer up. Life will be okay again, it's just a little messed up right now. Yuuji turned towards Yamaguchi, reaching his hand out and placing it on his cheek, wiping away some of the tears that stained his freckled skin. But it'll be okay. Yuuji let out a small, assuring smile, looking directly into Yamaguchi's eyes. Also, don't care so much about what other people think. Who cares if you're crazy? And you talk to an imaginary person? You're just dumb and they can fuck off. Yamaguchi giggled as he wiped the remaining tears off his face. Maybe you have a point. What do you mean? I'm always right, I literally have magical powers. Suuri. Yuuji reached out a hand, Yamaguchi grabbed onto it as he pulled him up. Would you like me to show you? Yuuji reached out, tucking a small strand of loose hair behind Yamaguchi's ear, smirking slightly. Yamaguchi felt his cheeks heat up at the gesture. Okay. Well then. Let's go. Yuji grabbed tightly to Yamaguchi's hand, as started to sprint down the halls, racing to the front entrance. As they ran, time seemed to slow. Yamaguchi's face wore a shocked expression at first, but it gradually shifted into joyful laughter. This wasn't like him he's never skipped class, but maybe it was about time he changed a little, maybe a little fun won't be so bad. To be continued. Wink wink.
I'll love you forever, Sid.
You will?
Yes. That's the problem.
Hope you all enjoyed the new part. I really enjoy writing these videos, although they are a bit time consuming. But thank you for all your support, it is greatly appreciated. Thank you for over 60 subscribers, and to everyone who likes and comments on these videos, you all make my day. I'm hoping to get out part 6 later this week, but no promises since I have a lot going on with school and extracurriculars. Hope you all are enjoying these longer parts as well, and thank you for the continued support. Bye loves.